Okay, Shalom. Call Halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is your brother War making a video to feed the sheep, to edify the lambs. Shalom to the Akim, Nakwatim, they're going to be watching this video. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Brakathum. Call Halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Right, if there's any of you other nations, you so-called white people, you Caucasians, you Edomites, right, you East Indians, right, you Elamites, you Moabites, you Ammonites, call you out by your biblical nationalities, they wouldn't know, right? If you're watching it, man, destruction to you. I ain't blessing you, destruction to you. Because the next world that's coming up, bro, somebody always has to rule. Somebody's always going to be in rulership. Which you from Greece and Rome were these Edomites, right? The Dark Ages. You didn't have a major rulership, but you had you could have split it up into what they call the Moors, right? And then you had Christianity and you had Islam up in the rise, right? And then you had Jake was going into all different Jake was going into Islam, Jake was into Christianity. Jake came up with Christianity. Right? Yeah, but the Dark Ages is Jake was ruling, which are the Jews, what they call the Negroes. We were ruling those ages, and then the beast's deadly wound that got healed, right? Is a Roman Empire, that fourth beast coming back into power, which again on top is Esau again. Salakia. Hey Salakia, like I stopped the video because I realized that my headphones were on the Bluetooth connected to my phone, but I was thinking that it was far away from me, so I was thinking that I was talking into my phone right now, nobody's probably hearing it because I thought the speakers would have been on the Bluetooth. But anyway, I paused it and I checked it, and it was still going. It was still fine. Looks like they added a pause feature onto this thing. I don't even know if it was there before. But anyways. Okay, this says EU Parliament meddles into U.S. affairs as it condemns Trump's response to protests and declares Black Lives Matter. And this is EU Parliament, right? It says they meddled, right? That's how it's gonna be when the Mosai puts a spirit on this beast to hate the whore. The whore is gonna meddle into the affairs of the Americas and the Americans, and it's going to burn this place with fire. It says, Revelation 17:15, and he says unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, right, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues, and the whore that comes from out of the beast, right, which this beast is talking about the fourth beast, right, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Ultimately, they're going to burn her with fire, which are the nuclear missiles. It says, for the Most High hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So which goes to show you that there's no free will. Right now, the Most High is setting the stage right on the front lines for these people to see. Right, even Esau's own people are looking at him like they have to say something on the way he's treating his citizens, right? His people. He's doing it. He can't. Esau's he's so wicked and corrupt with the way he kills the Israelites over here. You can't even sugarcoat it. His other brothers and sisters got to say, "Come on, man, you guys are clearly going off here." The way they killed George Floyd, that one was just going way off. You know, it wasn't even one word that he ran away this time. The man was just kneeling on him and just couldn't get up off of him. He got demons on him. Demons to fulfill the Most High's will, and because of that event, then the riots and protests broke out. Okay, but anyways, this is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water, he turneth them whithersoever he will. So the heart of the king, heart of the ruler, is in the hands of the Most High. There's no way they're not doing anything that the Most High isn't in charge of. They be doing things and they don't even know why they're doing it. See, this is Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? Now, to the average person, they think they know what they're doing. They think they have their life figured out. But the Most High already pre-planned everything. He already pre-planned what your spirit was going to do on the earth, how your spirit was going to die, right from the beginning. Right? He even pre-plans if you end up, in one point in your life, you end up being more wicked than you needed to, that he's going to end up taking you out earlier. Okay? But that's how Esau is going to, this is the beast. The beast has to hate the whore at the end, in these end times. Which the beast is a kingdom. You read in Daniel 2. I believe it's in Daniel. It's in Daniel like 4 and in Daniel 2. But what I want to get to the point where in Daniel 2 is that how it says that's lucky. I need water in my throat. But there's a right. Oh yeah. So you remember the vision of the statue, right? And then Daniel's given Nebuchadnezzar the...
Thou, O king, sawest, and behold a great image.
Salakia. That freaked me out a little bit. There's the dream. Okay, look. See, look at this. It says, Daniel 2:37 says, Thou, O king, art the king of kings, for the power of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power and strength and glory. Kingdom was the rulership over all the nations. The Babylonians were the top of all the nations at the time. Okay, it's the same way that Esau's in the power seat right now over all the nations calling the shots. There's always going to be a nation calling the shots. And whithersoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven hath he given into thine hand, and hath made thee ruler over them all. Thou art his head of gold. Right? He's the head of gold. Nebuchadnezzar, Babylon, was the head of gold of that statue, which was a kingdom. Right, which also is represented as a beast, right? But it's a nationality of people. It's a nation of people that was the first, that was the head of gold. Mainly in this one is Nebuchadnezzar, his kingdom, he was a Babylonian, a Hamite, right? And verse 39, and after thee shall rise another kingdom inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. Right, and then the fourth kingdom shall be as strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdue all things. And as iron that breaketh all these, it shall it break in pieces and bruise. Right, and then we keep on going. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with murky clay. Right, that strength of iron, there's the Esau's military. That's how he gets everything on the earth. That's his blessing. Esau would be useless unless he used his blessing. Is it Genesis 28? Esau would be useless if he didn't use his blessing. Was it 27? Okay, here it is. Okay, going to Esau's blessing. And Genesis 27:37, and Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, and you so-called white people, you Caucasians, you are the Edomites. You're not white, right? The same way we're not black. Your skin would be described as red in reality, right? Or pinkish, you know. It's definitely not white. It's definitely not white though. But back in the day, we described you as red. Back in the day, nobody would look at a brown skinned person and call them black. Right? It was new thing in the earth. Right? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord. See, Isaac said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him Jacob thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. Right? And with corn and wine have I sustained him, the kingdom, Israel. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. This is the forefather of you so-called white people. Right? Esau, Edom, who God hates. And don't ask why. You should look at all the things you've done on the earth and know why the Most High would hate you. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. But where's Europe? Europe is a big landmass on the east side of the earth, right? And then you got you got portions, you got pretty much half of the Americas, or North America and a bit of Central America, pretty much. And then you took even more lands from the Mexicans, the Iscarites, our brothers. Right, then you got a part in South Africa. Right, where else do these guys got? They got a part in South Africa, the Americas, Europe. Right, and then there's Edomites in the Latin American countries, Argentina for one. You know, they got pretty. Then you already know the Europe's Portugal and Spain is a part of Europe and stuff. So Esau has the fatness of the earth, right? And it says, and by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. Right now, the Esau's European brothers, right? They took their lands by the sword, because that's their blessing. Of course, it's wicked, but that is their blessing. That's how they work. That's how they operate. That's the spirit that the Most High put in them. That's their blessing. See, our blessing is to keep these commandments and have faith in the Most High. We don't have no carnal blessing. Our blessing is only through faith and works. Keeping these commandments and having faith. That's our blessing. And shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass. Right, and then that's pretty much the point on that, which I just wanted to get, that Esau's blessing is the sword, man. That's how they lived. That's how they got what they got. So going back to Daniel 2, right? Going to that kingdom, right? Or I go to Daniel 4, I guess. Right. Don't even, or I don't have it highlighted in here. I haven't read Daniel 4 in a long time. I think it's like closer to the end. Salakia. But yeah, this is what's getting ready to happen. Right? It says, we read about how the fourth kingdom would be divided. And what one thing that makes this kingdom so divided is that Esau has his thing split up into two ideologies, the Republicans and the Democrats, which share different ideologies to a certain extent on how their morality should be. To hell with Christianity, they're out with that. They're done with that. But then on top of that, you got all these different nations in this country. Right, you got Ishmaelites, you got Israel up in here mainly, then you got Moab, Elam, Ammon. You got all these different nations up in here. So now Esau, it says he isn't racist, he isn't a demon. So now he has to try and show everybody that his society is a utopia for everyone to come and be one under, be an American, be a Canadian. But he can't hide his blessing. He can't stop killing the Israelites. And notice how Esau ain't going around killing everybody. He's just going around killing Israelites. Yeah, he hates these other nations too, but he's only killing Israelites. who you people love calling black and Mexican. Matthew 12 and 26. I'm tripping. 12:26. His kingdom is divided. It's not gonna stand. Cause now you got the Esau's own people standing up against his own people to defend the Israelites, which isn't nothing new, but it's further dividing his kingdom. This is Matthew 12 and 26. And if Satan casts out Satan, showing you that the spiritual demon Satan, he's not split into two entities, man. There's a spiritual demon Satan, and then there's Satan in the flesh, which would be Esau, the wicked on the earth. He is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And Satan had the power to give a kingdom to whoever would bow down and worship him. Right? I remember, you read it, it says, it says, okay, remember, Yahushua was being tempted by Satan. It said Matthew 4, and verse 8, again, the devil, this was actual Satan, right? And it says, again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and sheweth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. And he saith unto him, Yahushua, he's saying to Yahushua, all these kingdoms will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. So wait, hold up. How is it that Satan has power to have all these kingdoms, to give to anybody in the first place? I thought the Most High was all powerful. See, that's not it. What Yahushua said, his kingdom wasn't of this world. Let me see if I can get that precept. Satan is the top on the left hand side. Yahushua is the top on the right hand side. Okay. See, Satan's working for the Most High on the left hand side. Any ideology, whether it's an idol that people worship, these different religions and whatnot, these pagan customs, all these things, it comes from the mind of the Most High. Right? It says in Isaiah 45 and 7, it says the evil, Most High created the evil and the good. He creates the light and the darkness. He said, I Yahweh will do all these things. That's what he said. No man is just gonna, man can't create themselves. And the Most High puts demons on the demons to manipulate the minds of men to do these wicked things. Okay, but all this stuff comes from and Satan, and if you're doing that, you're worshiping Satan, man. And the Most High is not gonna get mad at Satan, because the Most High, as Satan is doing what the Most High told him to do. Right? But Satan, let me get that in John 18. Okay, so Satan had power to give to over this world. This world he has power over. John 18, and get verse 36. And it says, Yahushua, let me start it here. Pilate answered, am I a Jew? Thine own nation and the chief priests have delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done? Yahushua answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. Okay? His kingdom wasn't of this world. This world is given into the hand of the wicked. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. And Satan's top people is Esau. Let me get that. Revelation 2 and 9. The synagogue of Satan. The house of Satan. It says, right, let me just jump to the point. Oh, actually, it's that precept. Revelation 2 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. They are the house of Satan. The Esau was never about that Christianity. So now, in the midst of Jacob's trouble, the Most High is going to use Esau to destroy his own self. And then he's going to come and save us out of this place. Right? That's our world is coming next. We're going to we're ruling next. Get that 2 more precepts, Daniel 2. We're coming next. So, because we just were reading how the statue, and then what comes after that? And okay, let's get it. Daniel 2 and 43. And whereas those saws iron mixed with murky clay, and shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. That's why there's not going to be no peace. Though these guys, Esau wants to try and come together with everybody. This guy isn't about peace. He goes around destroying and murdering and rape robbing and murdering everybody, chiefly the Israelites. And in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Okay? Yahushua. But Yahushua is coming, man. That's that Daniel 7. And it's gonna look like we're losing the fight until the Most High comes in the last second. Where was it exactly? No, that was the Ancient of Days. Yo, it's so different when I don't have my my things highlighted to see specifically which I wanted. It just says the beast shall overcome the saints until the Ancient of Days, came. Right? But anyways, this one's going into Yahushua coming back and getting the kingdom. But I'm gonna just end on this, man, because the missiles, the mark of the beast is one of the last major prophecies of how what the Most High is gonna do to use to seal his elect. After that, Yahushua is coming back and missiles are being shot over at this place. So let me get that in 2nd Ezra 6. So you white people, your kingdom's finished, man. These curses are going to start coming upon you, chiefly you and these other nations. No, you guys, it's your turn to suffer. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. We get started at the point, and start 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac and Jacob and Esau were born of him. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay, so with that, I want to say, Kal Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Hope y'all were edified, and Shalom.